Kelly, can I read you a draft of my letter? Okay. This is a story of a village coming together to create a way to heal. This is a testament to resilience. This is the story of what we did with that time.
Debbie first.
All right.
Let's go to the storage unit.
Nice, so there you
Yeah, a little trip down memory lane.
go. Lots of stuff.
Just takes you through history here.
I don't think of it. I don't remember ever seeing this one.
Well, you were a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, just take us to some of the earliest years, year 1, 2, and 3, yeah. Looking back at these early years, what kind of memories come back to you?
We made a lot of things up as we went. But what surprised me is how quickly people jumped in. We never imagined starting a foundation. When Josh died suddenly in 2002, our world was rocked. For Phil and me, our sole objective was to keep our family intact. What we did not see is that a whole community was grieving along with us.
People grieve differently. I think there are people that grieve on their own, and I think there are people that grieve with more people around them. So many of us chose the latter of grieving with people around us. It's a medicine that helps us get through that grief together.
It was Bruce Weatherspoon and Jeff Fiegels who came to us with an idea, a charitable foundation that might just help everyone. They said, let's start something. Everybody was in pain, and we didn't warm up to it right away. Our response was,
Are you out of your mind?
Are you out of your mind?
And it got a little chaotic. I remember those first years. In the first year specifically, we had a live auction, we had a silent auction. There was so much enthusiasm for helping our friends and community to grieve through this together that it was palpable the amount of energy behind it.
But do you remember that putting up literally spreadsheets across a wall with golfers? There was not a computer program that did this.
Oh, and the knuckle busters for like online banking was kind of a thing. I'd have to call into Bank of America, type in a special code, type in our account number, hit yes, hit yes again, type in the person's credit card, the amount, hit okay, type down a confirmation code, rinse and repeat for like 300 times. It would take like 3 or 4 days.
It was chaotic, messy, and exhilarating. We had no formal plan, but we learned as we went.
In part, we wanted to do something because it was clear that most people had no idea how to help them or what to do. And so the idea for a golf tournament came up, and that was our way of bringing people together to support the family and also to try to do something good in Josh's memory.
One of the things that's always set for me was something that Phil had said to both myself, John Gunning, and Bruce Weatherspoon, that if we just make $1 and we all remain friends, we have success. And we've been able to do that every year.
He still says that to this day.
He does.
If we just make $1,
Right.
he still says that.
Debbie and Phil and the foundation have always said it's not about the money, it's about bringing the people together, and I think we've really accomplished that.
We were terrified. We had no expectations, but something happened that first year.
To see everybody still with us, doing this together as a board and as volunteers and as patrons, we wouldn't be there without them.
I've always said it's one of my favorite days of the year, which is really remarkable when you think about you're really processing grief, but it's become a celebration.
JPW became an annual event our family and friends, the community, and the kids all look forward to each year. We could not have anticipated the patron and donor response from the first year through the following 22 years.
We get comments from whether it's celebrities or just patrons that come and just say, this is an annual event for us. We put it on our calendar, we're showing up.
When you grieve, you need others to help you through that. You can't do it alone. having that annual event to continue to process and remember and then share with people memories, that is where you, over time, the grief, you're able to process it all. Not everyone has that opportunity to celebrate a life and give back.
The monetary contributions have been substantial, but in my mind, the real value has been in the relationships forged along the way.
Sometimes when you don't know what to do, showing up is all that you can do. And that's something I've really learned from the foundation, and I think that's really helped grief, because sometimes there's nothing you can do, and I think showing up is really powerful.
For Phil and me, a highlight was working with Josh's friends and experiencing the passion and creative talent they brought to this endeavor each year. Together, we were healing. We were building hope.
One of my proudest things is we've maintained our relationships with each other. And I kind of laugh when I think about it. It's like, when I was a 16-year-old, you don't think when you're approaching 40 that you're going to be better friends with your buddy's parents, but, Phil and Debbie, we're, all of us, we are a family.
Every year, Josh's friends came back to celebrate Josh. And for 23 years, in a way, they got to see Josh grow up through his friends. So for Josh's friends, JPW was that. And I think for the parents, it was the joy of seeing that evolve. Were it not for JPW, that wouldn't have happened.
Josh was lucky to be born into this community and then leave a mark. He participated in the organizations the JPW Foundation supports, so it is fitting that they would become our beneficiaries. They are now a part of us.
The greatest impact on having the support of the JPW Foundation was knowing there was a group of people that believed in what we were doing. It made us not feel alone. It made us feel that this is a community effort, not just us working individually to meet a small but important group of youth, but it was us as a community coming together to meet the needs of a much larger group of young people.
23 years is a lasting impact. I mean, we started 23 years ago right along with JPW. So the consistent funding, the consistent support to make a difference in the community has been life-changing.
It is the healing of a community, and it saved our family.
When I think of healing and healing from a tragedy like losing Josh, we all wonder, will our life be worth it? Will what we do, does it matter? And as I reflect on Josh's life, there's a life that mattered. When I think about his legacy and how his life has impacted thousands of young lives, I hope that my life will matter as much as Josh's life has mattered.
This Monday, August 4th, will be the last JPW Foundation event we will produce. I'm filled with emotion writing this, but also filled with gratitude, pride, and amazement.
As young men and women and high school colleagues of Josh, we were processing the whole thing, but we had this outlet that we could cling to every year. And it was a sense of remembrance and a sense of gratitude and then giving back. And then here we are, fast forward 23 years, and we're serving in different capacities. We have families of our own. And I love that generational transcendence that we're still making an impact every year and rallying together as a community. That has provided so much goodness personally, and I think for those that are involved in the foundation.
Finally, I must thank our patrons. Many have been coming every year since 2003. You have blown us away with the generosity and spirit you bring to every event.
I think about words like poise and grace, because I think the Williams family has taught all of us about that. It's almost been a life lesson for me to understand how someone could go through that and come out with a sense of celebration.
The foundation may sunset, but the friendships built over 23 years will never fade.
So it is something that I particularly feel really proud of. I'm proud that I've been able to be a volunteer, be a participant, be on the board, support these organizations, and have these wonderful relationships. Proud doesn't do it justice.
Debbie, you feel the same way, I bet, about being proud.
Yeah, I do. I'm very proud. I hate to use that word. I don't like to overuse that word, but yeah, and again, you know, to watch Josh's friends grow up through this is just, again, a whole nother bonding experience and a preservation of what was in the beginning.
In the beginning, it was about healing. Is it still that?
I feel healed. And now it's just more joy. Let's honor what we built. Let's celebrate the lives we touched. And as we close this chapter, let's finish big.